Mr. Dennis, stop it! Monique cries out. Security, we've got to touch her. Wait, baby. Mr. Dennis, please. I'm sorry, I won't touch you again, I promise. Monique's unimpressed expression is unchanged. She flicks her long blonde hair and pokes her head out of the door to the private booth, looking for a nearby security guard. Come on, baby, I'm sorry. Mr. Dennis pleads again as he deviously checks out her scantily clad body. No, she replies sternly as she turns to face him. You've been in here 3 times this week, and each time you've touched me. Oh, baby, can you blame me? He smirks as he leans back in his seat. You've got such a magnificent body. You know the rules, Monique snaps as she defensively folds her arms. You can't just do what you want. I'm not a toy. Sweetie, just come back and dance for me. He smiles. I just want to get to know your body, feel it, and understand it. You want to know my body and understand it? Monique asks in confusion. What does that even mean? Mr. Dennis leans forward and gives her a grin from ear to ear. I just want to know a body like yours. Monique's face lights up, like she's had the idea of the century. Rubbing her chin, she eyes Mr. Dennis up and down. Is everything okay in here, Monique? The security guard interrupts as he pokes his head through the open doorway. Monique playfully flicks her hair as she turns to face the guard. Yeah, honey, she smiles. He said sorry and is willing to tip more, so I'm okay. The guard looks at her stunned. Are you sure? He asks bewildered. We've kicked him out for touching several times this week. Monique softly touches the guard's arm and gives him a reassuring look. Yeah, I'm okay, she tells him as she gently pushes him out of the booth. I've got this under control. The guard huffs as he shuts the door behind him. Monique again flicks her long hair and turns to face Mr. Dennis. Looking smug, he lets out a sinister chuckle. I'm not tipping you, baby, he laughs, unless you let me touch you. Monique giggles and confidently strides over and stops right in front of him, her legs wide apart in a power stance. He looks up at her expectantly. She looks down at him deviously. Let me get this right, she says as she runs her hands down her tight red basque. You want to know a body like this? He sniffs and wipes his nose. Yeah, baby, that's right, he answers. Monique leans in and starts sensually running her fingers up his dark-colored plaid shirt. Once she reaches his face, she grabs his chin and looks directly into his wide-open eyes. Are you sure you want to know a body like this? She asks again, with a more serious tone. He looks at her and gives her a naughty grin. Yes, baby, I do. Monique swiftly grabs the collar of his shirt and pulls him to his feet. What are you doing? He questions as he reluctantly stands. I'm letting you get to know a body like this. She smirks as she lets him go and takes a step back. Reaching into her bra cup, she pulls out a small clear Ziploc bag. Inside is a round pale pink pill. She slowly unzips the bag and plucks out the small pill. Take this, she says as she holds the small pill in the palm of her hand, in his direction. He pulls a curious but hesitant expression as he reaches over and takes a small pill from her palm. What's this? He asks as he brings the pill close to his face. Monique relaxes her stance and pulls a seductive pose, running her hands over her plump chest. Sweetie, she says, it will heighten your experience of knowing a body like this. Let me get this straight, he replies with a raised eyebrow. If I take this, I can feel your body? Yes, she nods. You will definitely be able to feel a body like mine. She continues as she signals, with her eyes, for him to check out her body. Giving her a wink, he throws the pill into his mouth. Grabbing for his drink, he takes a swig and swallows it done. Monique gives a sarcastic laugh as she sits down on a nearby chair. Good girl, she giggles. What are you doing? Mr. Dennis complains as he waves for her to stand up. Let me get to know your body. Monique leans back in the chair and chuckles. Oh, you will know a body like mine, she answers triumphantly. What? He asks, confused, as he starts itching at his chest. Stand up and dance for me. Right now, he demands with fury in his eyes. Before Monique could reply, the itching all over his body had become chronic, like a crazed man who'd been stung by a hive of bees. He itches himself all over. What's happening to me? He yells in panic. What have you given me? Monique just sits back and laughs. Mr. Dennis is less than impressed. His face becomes angry and he forms a fist, then goes to lunge at her. Unfortunately for him, he doesn't get far. Only one forward step before looking down at himself, perplexed. What the hell? He cries as he looks down at the large chest mounds forming under his shirt. Are these... Monique just nods and pulls an exceedingly satisfied face. Cautiously, he buttons his shirt and slowly unveils his radical chest transformation. He cannot believe his eyes, as a very luscious cleavage stares back at him. Completely speechless, he looks up in disbelief. Are they... He stutters as he starts shaking with fear. Boobs? Monique giggles. You betcha! Before he can say anything in return, he starts frantically itching at his chin. He could feel the hairs on his face falling off with each movement of his fingers. I'm scared, he admits as his hands fall to his side, defeated. Don't be, Monique reassures him as she leans forward in her seat. You're about to get what you wanted. And what was that? He worryingly asks as he reaches behind his head to feel his newly transformed long hair. You wanted to know a body like mine, right? Monique asks as she pushes her boobs out and forward. Well, now you do have a body like mine. I'm sure you will quickly get to know it. No way I do. That's impossible. Mr. Dennis moans in disbelief. Monique stands and grabs his phone from off the table, snapping a quick picture of his newly transformed figure. She delights at showing it to him. Whoa! He yells shocked. Is that me? He asks with an aroused expression. Sure is, sweetie. Monique smiles. If you want your body back, you're going to have to earn it, she continues as she inserts his phone into the crack of his new cleavage. How? He asks like a petulant child, then immediately recoils at the sound of his high-pitched voice. Monique points at the pole in the center of the booth. I want you to earn it as one of the girls here. She grins. I'm going to get you a spicy little outfit, and you're going to work the rest of my shift. Mr. Dennis stamps his feet and growls. What if I don't? Well, baby, Monique says as she strokes his long hair. You'll be knowing that body for the rest of your life. He looks down at his now small and dainty feet. Arrgh, he moans. Okay, get me an outfit. I've watched you girls do it 1,000,000 times, so I'm sure I've picked some of it up. Good, now turn around, she demands. Take off your clothes and throw them to me. You're going to be wearing my outfit for the rest of the night, and I shall wear yours. Mr. Dennis huffs and starts unbuttoning his shirt. Are you serious? He questions as he allows his now baggy jeans to fall to the floor. Yes, she replies. I want you to remember how you acted with me. Every time a guy touches your sexy little body tonight, I also want you to remember who owns that saucy little outfit you're wearing. See, I'm going to wear your pants and sit back, relax, and watch you pleasure other men. Please, I'm sorry, he pleads as he stands completely naked, showing his supple feminine form in all its glory. No, this is my payback for your behavior, she replies. Now stand still so I can get you into my basque, heels, and stockings.